Hi, I'm Chuck, KK6USY. Welcome to Ham Radio Adventures. Today we're going to take a look at the Allpowers 1500 watt solar generator. And along with that, we're going to look at their 200 watt folding solar panels. Now this is a kit from Allpowers that they put together. They have multiple kits. They have a 100, a 200, and I think they go up to a 400 because this 1500 can take quite a bit. So let's take a look. Now, I would like to thank the good folks over at Allpowers for sending me the solar generator and the 200 watt panel. They don't have any say in what I put in my video. They don't want to see my video beforehand. They just supplied me with the solar generator and the solar panels, and I get to keep those, but no payment. So again, I'd like to say thank you to them. They've been great to work with. They're always responsive to my emails, and just a great company to work with. Now, first of all, let me go through some of the specifications. I've got them here on my phone. I'm trying to do this really quick because I'm actually going to take this to Yellowstone and do a real test, real time with real stuff. All right, I'm going to run a refrigerator off of it, one of the AC/DC compressor fridges, a bit like an ice chest. So let me go through the specs here. So has an 1152 watt hour capacity, which works out to about 90 amp hours. An 1800 watt pure sine wave inverter, 3000 peak. Maximum 1500 watts AC input, and 0 to 80% in 45 minutes. I'll have to tell you guys, this thing does charge really fast, and I'll show you that in the video here also. 4 ways to charge: AC, solar, and auto, and then also double AC and solar. So you can really charge this thing fast if you have to. I don't like to, I mean, it charges on AC at 1000. That's probably what I would use most of the time if I'm at home. And otherwise, I will use solar, and I will show you that also. LiFeP04 battery with over 3,500 charging cycles. Okay, so like I told you, it's a LiFeP04 battery. The AC output is 4 times. It has 4 AC plugs. You'll see all this later. I'll show this to you when I show you the actual solar generator. It has 4 120s, 1800 max, so 3000 surge. Your AC input is 100 to 120 max, 6.8 amps. The solar is 12 volt, 60 volt. It'll take 60 volts, 13 amps, and 650 watts max. The cigarette lighter will take 12 volt or 24 volt DC. It has 2 wireless chargers on top, and I'll show this to you later. And if you see the case I have here, it'll actually charge to this case. This is a charging case, so that might be why it does. You can actually expand this. They have batteries that you can add to this. I think they're the same size. I'll try to show you guys on the website if I can. And so you can actually add multiple batteries to this also to make it longer. It's also can be used at a UPS, and the UPS is within 15 milliseconds of the power going off. It also has an app, and I haven't even hooked the app up yet. I got to do that still. But the app is a Bluetooth app. The weight is about 36.8 pounds and 16.7 kilograms. Okay, in millimeters, the dimensions are 413 by 312 by 265. In inches is 16.25 inches by 12.28 inches by 10.43 inches. Fairly compact, but pretty powerful for its size. I'm not going to do an unboxing. It was boxed really well, totally covered with foam all the way around, like 2 inches or so foam all around. No problems in the box, came in good shape. What I'll do is show you what it comes with. Basically, it only comes with a card. This thing doesn't have the big puck like you have to plug in. You just plug a cord in the side of it, plug it in the wall, and it charges. So it doesn't really come with a whole lot of stuff. It doesn't need it. And the solar panel is really nice, 200 watts, and it does come with all the parts you need to hook to the solar generator. So it works really well. And as you'll see, it keeps up with my fridge pretty good. I don't even charge it every day. I charge it here and there, but you'll see all that in the video. Okay, so let's get started and check this thing out. Next time you see me, we'll probably be in Yellowstone. All right, so it's been about 24 hours since I plugged the fridge into the Allpowers 1500. And so I'm gonna go in and show you guys what percentage it's at right now. So let me turn the camera around and we will check that out. All right, so here's the Allpowers right there. Let's just push the button, see what the percentage is. So right now it shows 77%. That's in 24 hours, so it's gone down a little. It says, still says 10 days, but it won't go 10 days. It'd be hard for you guys to read that, but and right now it's off. So somewhere, you know, I expect this thing to do at least 4 days. Now it's been raining here. I don't know if you guys can see, but we got like little rivers everywhere. Maybe good for the antenna. I actually got on 6 meter today. I got a guy in California on 6. It's weird, off the Poseidon. This Poseidon, I tell you guys, I think it's going to be my favorite camping antenna because it goes up in about 5. If I mess something up, it takes 10 minutes, and it just works. It works in all the bands. So campground, everything's a little wet. We've had thunderstorms, thunder and lightning storms. So the Allpowers came with a 200 watt solar panel also. So I'm going to take and I'll hook that up to it, set it up to where it can get some sun for a few hours, and we'll see how much it brings it up. So we're kind of testing both things at once. So I had to put the awning out for the rain. I actually put it out for the sun earlier, and it was nice for the rain. So I'm cooking underneath it here. We're cooking some potatoes up tonight. Got them up on the top there, and they're probably getting pretty close to being ready. We're cooking some really nice steaks tonight. We splurged one night when we were out camping. This is basically the 200 watt panels, and what I'll end up doing is tomorrow hooking them to the I got them hooked to the motorhome today, but I'll hook them to the Allpowers tomorrow. All right. But this is the third or fourth day. We're at 65% and went to 68 last night. And right now I'm charging it again. I'm just started charging it about an hour, half hour ago. And I've seen it up high, a little over 110, 115. So got pretty decent sun, but it's cloudy, so it's off and on. So we're going to try to see how high we can get today, and we may hook it to the generator and do some 110 or 120 electric, and then it'll put 1,000 watts in then. So that's where we're at. Pretty sure that this thing would, with the 200 watt panel, would definitely keep up with that fridge, no problem. Okay, so I charged this for about, maybe hour and a half, 2 hours, and went from 63 to 69%. Had pretty good solar. Off and on, cloudy, so it wasn't as good as it could have been. What I'm going to do now, it says it would last 9 days now, but there's nothing hooked to it. What I'm going to do now is hook it to electric. I'm going to start the generator on my motorhome. So if you have a generator, this thing will put in about 1,000 watts. So it should charge it pretty quick. So let's try it out. So I just wanted to show you, the generator is still running. It's been running for, I got my phone on top. It has 2 phone chargers that are wireless up on top, and that worked really well. I've used those before, and this one actually will charge through my case, which is a charge case. And let me just look here. We were at 68%, if you guys remember. Now I set my timer, and if you guys look right here, we're at 10 minutes right now. So it went from 68 to 85% in 10 minutes. And see, it's already winding down. Now when it gets closer to the upper part of the charge, like when it gets, like we're what, 15% away from being full charged, it will gate down the power a little bit. I'll show you everything about this. Let me actually do it right now, since I have a pretty good view. So up here, this is your DC output. You have 2 USB-A's that will do 18 watts. All right. Down here you have 2 USB-C's that will supply 100 watts. Down here you have 4 AC plugs, pure sine wave, and this thing is 1500 continuous. It'll spike at 3000 and not die. All right, we'll try that later too. And you turn that on here. Then up here you have like a cigarette lighter type deal. Okay, and that is 12 volts, 10 amps. So if you were to wire up your Yaesu 710 or Icom 7300 and ran it around 50 watts or so, it would probably run it, because they draw somewhere around 20 amps. So it won't run it at 100 watts, but it should run it somewhere around 50%. Okay, I did mention that up on top you have 2 chargers. All right, And I'll show you the rest of this stuff later. But since I had you here already, I might as well show you what it does. And it also, this has Bluetooth also. So you can hear my generator just went down because it just went down below 600. But on here, if you push this button for 3 seconds, you can turn on the Bluetooth. I have not put the app on my phone yet, and I have 0 service here at Yellowstone at the park. So I will have to do that later. So I'll probably continue this evaluation of this at home where I have internet service. But I wanted to give you guys real use, so I'm actually using this thing, and let me show you. I think you guys may have seen it already, but the blue part there, that's my ice co. I think it's a 60 or 80 quart fridge. It's a compressor fridge, so they're very efficient. They don't use a lot of power, and this thing should actually run that for 3 to 4 days, maybe even 5 days, and it might be totally empty. But as you see right now, I run it for 3 days. Okay, so I've been running this for, let's see, today's Thursday. I started it Monday on the Allpowers, so that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today's Thursday. So 4 days. I've put a 200 watt solar panel, and I've always hooked it up late in the afternoon when I didn't have really good solar. And both days that was twice out of all those days. Now, out of those days, it brought it to 68% both times. And that's where we started with the electric power, and we're already at 88%. This thing's going to charge up in probably 30 minutes. But I will show you at the end, when it hits 100, I'll probably turn the generator off to be a little less noisy. You guys can probably hear it in the background right now because I can see it on my camera that there is noise. And that's what it's just a hum. See, now it went down to 440, and you guys probably heard the generator pop down again. So like I said, as it gets closer to being full charge, it takes less wattage in, and that's to protect the battery. That's a fail-safe for protecting the battery. It's a really nice unit. If you're going to run a fridge, like a compressor fridge like I'm doing, I think the 1500 is like the smallest size you would want. Anything, like my son, I'm building a box. You guys will see the video. I'm doing that here while I'm here on vacation too. My wife's out with some other people right now, so I'm like, yeah, let me make some good use of the time. I really like the Allpowers stuff. I've got a few of their things, and they all work really, really good. Well thought out designs, and I mean, you can stack these if you want to. There's actually another battery you can add to this one to double its size. All right, so hopefully this is really helpful for you guys, and we're at 90% right now, and I bet you in less than 10 minutes it'll be 100%. I'll turn the generator off, show it to you, and I'll stop the clock when it actually does it, okay? All right, so it just turned off. It did go to 100%. It does have 3 digits. Didn't realize that. And we are at 52 minutes from 68% to 100%. Pretty good. The other thing you hear is a charger for another battery. This thing's quiet. That charger's not. I'll do a review on that later also, so stand by for that also. There you go. All right, I know I showed you some of this stuff already in the video, but let me finish showing you. I couldn't really move it when I was camping. So up here you have 2 charge ports for your phones. It works really well. One of the better ones I've seen. Maybe that I have a better case now. I don't know for sure. On the side here you have your power in. Let me open it up for you. There's your power in for your cord. I'll show you the cord. There's a breaker, and this is your solar in. I like the XT60s. They're very, it's 60 amps it'll take basically, and when you put them on, they stay in really well, okay? That's just all I'll say. On this side, remember I told you guys that you could hook other batteries up to it, and that's where you do this right here to double the size. And it looks like you might even be able to put 2 in there. Let me read what it says here. Extend battery port and extended battery port. So it looks like you can actually add 2 in just to the side of this. All right. So that's this. Here's the back if you wanted to see the back. Just has your specs and stuff on there. If you guys can read it, you can pause it. So the other thing, the only other thing that comes with this nice little bag, all right? And in the bag, like I told you, there's no puck. You just have this cord. So that's really nice. I like that. So this is all you have extra, and then you have room, plenty of room in there for other cords and stuff if you want to add them yourself. All right, let's take a look at the solar panel. Now this one came as a kit. Like I said, I think it comes with a 100 watt. You can buy a 200 watt. This is what this is, and it also has a 400 watt. Lots of different ways you can configure this if you want to. So it basically has nice little straps here that close it. I'm not going to open it. I showed you in the video what it looks like, but that's, and then it has these little legs. They Velcro, and then they set out to set your angles. It has its own little carrying case, so let's just see what it comes with. So you have your, first of all, you have your cable that comes out of the solar panel to hook up to everything. Okay, that MC4s I think is what those are called. You have a little package of adapters for different types of, so you buy a different solar generator and it takes a round plug. So you can adapt to that. Little instruction booklet. Have cables here, let's just pull them out. So this has the MC4s and then our barrel jack that you can plug into different types of solar generators, like I said. And that's what these adapters will fit to. They'll fit it on the end of that. You pull them off this little holder. Okay, and the one I used straight into this is the MC4s to XT60, and that's the one that goes into the side of the solar generator. Works really well. So this is about 6 feet, I think, probably 10 feet total with the two when you hook them together. And basically to hook these together, always check these to make sure, but these were good because they're made to go together. You plug that one in and then plug that one in and it's done. These are pretty secure. You have to actually push these little nubs to pull them loose, and they lock in there really well. That's all it comes with. And like I said, if you look in the video, if you missed it, if you skipped around, I showed you this setup already. All right, there we go. Trying to get this done quickly, guys. Well, hopefully this video on the Allpowers solar generator 1500 and the 200 watt panel was useful to some of you out there, if not all, hopefully. And if you are interested in something like this, there will be a link in the description. Right now, I don't know. I think everything's on sale right now. I don't know if it still is by the time I got back from my trip. But hopefully you guys, if you see something you like, you don't have to buy both. If you already have solar panels, just get the solar generator. If you already have a solar generator, maybe you want the solar panels. And they do have panels all the way up to 400 watts. So that fold up. It's pretty amazing. Actually, I got one from them. There's a 200 watt, 24 volt, flat panel, flexible, and I really like that one. It's actually easier to set up than the foldable one sometimes. But you know, you gotta have space for it. I'm Chuck, KK6USY. Thank you for spending your time with me today. I know your time is valuable, and I really appreciate you spending it with me. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the like, and if you're new here, make sure you hit the bell, hit all, and that way you'll get all my future videos on radios, solar stuff, batteries, whatever, anything that has to do with ham radio. 73 all, and I hope to catch you guys on the airways. 73 all.